um, you were in the APC, and when you hear and see some kind of reawakening in the Nigerian youth, you belong also to the Nigerian youth bracket. I don't know.
I'm
You,
not
you've
a youth,
actually,
actually. I'm 40
by
years old,
the
so
by the UN standard, you've passed the
of
age. Of,
course.
yeah, but I mean, you're a
A
young
Nigerian,
person.
of
But
course.
when you hear young Nigerians speak the way Chema has spoken tonight, what comes to your mind? You left the APC.
To SDP, and then I encountered a whole lot of tribulations. I'd say I'm actually proud of Chairman Hakines, and there's a great awakening in the minds of young Nigerians about what they actually term good governance to be, and that as it's missing in Nigeria's status quo today. And the fact that there's the trending topic of get your PVC, and it's really, really heartwarming. I'm happy that there has never been in the past, should I say, since our democracy picked up, we've never had this much of an uproar of young people trying to take charge of their destinies, take charge of shaping Nigeria with the right policies, laws, and regulations. But again, there's a process to that. There's a process to that. There's a simple thing that, hey, words alone won't make an election successful. And then you must go through an electoral process to emerge as a leader before you hold the pen and the mantle of authority to determine what your future will become. Today, for example, like Chuma also said, that INEC is going to open a portal for registration in the first quarter of next year. And this question has always bothered my mind. What stops a continuous open voters registration? If every day people turn 18, the same way anyone can walk into the immigration office and get a new passport issued and be handed that new passport in 2 days, that should also happen with the voter's card. It's a simple plastic card, just like the driver's license. Every day people should be able to go in and say, oh, my voter's card is missing, or I don't have a voter's card, and then get registered. I just turned 18. Now, when that process is open and continuous, you will have more Nigerians not under pressure within a little space of time to register. Now, that's one thing I was hoping that the end SARS hashtag would have trended with along. Then second thing again is there should be other reforms like the electronic voting. Now, INEC also said that from 2021, on off-season elections, they would try to deploy e-voting. No, we need the president to actually assent to the fact that that should be a norm. We are tired of all this ballot stuffing and electoral malpractices taking place there, because through that process, only the big wigs will be able to win, because they have got the military on their side, they have got the police, they have got the thugs, and they have got the money to buy extra ballot papers, thumbprints. And also, if we do not have the electronic voting, I'm sorry, my beloved youths, if we do not have that, will actually hamper or dampen the dreams we have. So there's a lot of things to demand now from the president. And there's still enough time. It's 2023. And that's what I was saying, that even though the NSAS project has been hijacked, I believe there can still be another time for the young people to come together, coordinate themselves, and protest and demand peacefully a number of these steps that are needed to ensure a peaceful, transparent, and accountable election by 2023. Now, one mistake I noticed, by the way, I actually participated in the NSAS protest in London at the Nigerian High Commission on the 10th of October. And when I came back, I had to fall into the isolation time, so I couldn't join the Nigerians on the streets. But that said, the leaderless movement actually hampered that, because at the time, Mr. President called forth and said, okay, let's dialogue. Now, we must know as young people that even the strongest, most turbulent of wars have always ended up on the dialogue table. But at that time, when they said, okay, can we have the leaders of this movement come up? Nobody could. And I understand on one side, because over time, when you look at the history of movements in Nigeria, like the Occupy Nigeria, when a leader is identified, then there's a risk of that leader or the person identified sabotaging the rest. So probably that was one reason why it termed leaderless. But you know what, next time when we are organizing this, we must have 1 or at least 5 leaders, so that strategies, if they had a group of leaders, then at the time the thugs were taking over, there would have been a think tank that would have maybe coverted that episode. But by and large, in rounding up, I believe there's going to be a narrative change, and I'm ready to work with the young people, because I myself, I'm tired of this old, should I say, this whole godfatherism or the expensive high manner in which politics is being played, that at the end of the day, no matter how sound your ideas are, it never really matters because the winners are always determined even before the election day. So I am really on the side of the young people, and I believe that by 2023, things are going to change.